left off, your group pretty quickly located the abode of Iron Soul, or Forged Monk. You returned the staff of Rivers and Winds per the of your banker. He returned the staff back to you, saying that he wasn't interested.
Question about that.
Yeah.
Can he fill out a receipt or something so we get credit for doing that job?
You did not ask.
Is he dead?
He did not die, as you
Right.
may recall. So you could, in theory, go back and say, hey, by the way, would you mind filling out this form in triplicate just stating that we did, in fact, return your alarm. However, you did elect to undergo his trial, in which he was stating he was willing to part with his vestige of the inevitable if he could find someone who he deemed was strong enough to carry it. With that, you had a friendly sparring match with Iron Soul. You did very well. You brought him into his true form as a steel dragon and engaged in battle there and came out victorious. With that, the silks of Aranath, the inevitable bestowed upon your party, you said your farewells, and where we begin today, have just left the cavern on the canyon. Day is yours. It's actually nighttime, and you've now done 2 very exhausting and difficult encounters, like multiple semi-near-death experiences. So your party is.
I've been running on 1 point of exhaustion for all of
Oh
this.
my
So
gosh.
I think it's time to just crash.
That was a risky. Wow.
You had a point of exhaustion?
Yeah, the on the way over here, I stayed up all night to do some spell casting.
Yeah.
So yeah, not a smart idea.
I mean, I 100% vote hop on the ship and sleep a little bit.
Go to sleep, yeah.
No. Trance, a little 4-hour trance, something of that sort.
I'm taking my full 8 hours.
Can the Moon Warden
Yeah.
pelt be a onesie? I would like to crawl into a onesie.
You want someone to tuck you in?
Also take that in. That would be wonderful if you could.
I have dad experience.
I'll have us. We can
glass of
rock
hot
the
milk.
ship just slightly. Yeah.
You want
I mean, you
tuck in
have
the middle?
the.
Lullaby.
I think you have like shift weave linens that allow you to kind of make whatever.
It's not the same.
Bev, please put the ship into night-night mode.
So as you enter, Leland is dutifully waiting there, just going, Captain, Captain, Captain. And as
How does he know where
all the
this
captains are aboard, you see one kind of younger-looking male human. This is one of the new crew members that was brought on by Leland. Most of the ship is asleep except for Leland and this individual. He's got kind of brown hair. He's wearing like suspenders, like sleeves rolled up, just kind of leaning against a post, just kind of watching you all as you come on.
When you say younger, how younger are you talking?
Like 20s.
Okay. We don't need any children on the boat. Last time someone got stabbed when we had a child on the boat.
True. This
That is true.
the catch.
Who is this? What?
Yeah. What's he doing? Why is he notable? Why are you describing him?
Because he's new.
I'm just telling you who's there when you show up. I've already
That's
described what.
suspicious.
Are they?
Reminding you. I'm immersing you in the world and letting you know that you have a crew.
What's his name?
You don't know.
Oh, Layden,
Yes, Captain.
Who's a new face?
who's a new kid?
Oh, I told you I was bringing some of my crewmates on. That's Danny Boy.
What's Danny Boy do?
Well, he works the deck, does sales. I guess more back on our old vessel. It was sort of every man did everything. He tied the captain to the mast. Sort of did it all. He's does a good strong sailor's knot.
Are you saying like
I the captain to
Odysseus?
them.
I'm sorry. What's that, Captain?
Like
He tied the captain
Odysseus?
to the mast.
Like in a mutinous manner?
No,
Oh
no,
no.
no. They were like sirens, and he wanted to
Oh
hear the
no,
song.
no, no. The captain was he was a Cozenite.
And that requires
I'm
time.
by your expressions, I'm sensing that that's not an acceptable answer.
Expand.
Mm-mm.
Our previous captain was a Cozenite diver, and a common practice of the Cozenite divers when hunting leviathans is they would tie themselves to the mast, you see, and then they would scale down the sides of the ship, and they would, spear, attack leviathans while kind of scaling the sides of the ship while tied to the mast.
Oh, I thought you meant they like tied them to the mast, like restrained them to the
No,
mast.
more of a safety,
Yeah, no, that makes
more it's good
yeah.
with knots.
That
Keep
makes,
up the good work, Danny
that-
boy. I scream across the deck.
You are in veil form right now.
Yeah.
Just checking. Okay. You notice he's looking like kind of intently at you specifically, Vale.
Oh, maybe not good. Actually, yeah, maybe not good. I give a wave. Alright, I'm sleeping. I scuttle off to the captain's quarters and lock the doors.
I think that's like 2 people on our crew that might know information about leviathans. I'm just throwing that information out.
yeah, I don't know what that word means, so I don't care.
The giant sea monsters that are harvested in Langston.
So I, as James,
Very, very.
know what a Leviathan is. I mean, the stack. Heard you
Don't
guys
give
say
a
it
fuck.
doesn't mean anything.
It doesn't have
Okay.
hit points. I don't
Yeah.
care.
If I can't trip it,
Um,
I don't care.
Yeah.
I think you
Can
could
I
ride
move
it
it? Can I move it 10
with
feet?
a
by
sword
alien?
in its neck. I'm just throwing that out there.
Sword. What's
Or
that?
axe or whatever. Maul. I don't know.
If you hit something hard enough with a maul, you can still do the same thing.
Yeah.
With that,
Okay, anyway, Danny Boy ties
Leland
people
just
to
kind of goes
ships.
like,
We're going to sleep.
"Okay, well, glad I could introduce you. Is there anything else I could do to be of service?"
Let's just do like a holding pattern in the sky, watch out for enemies, and we're just going to all take a nap. Or sleep.
You got it, Captain. I will remind you that unlike, typically like how a first mate would work, I cannot commune with this vessel, and I have no control.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I'll tell Bev, but you guys keep an eye out, if that's okay.
He watches, he yells out, "Crew, circling around in the sky." As you were, Danny boy. and just kind of like walks off.
Is Danny Boy continuing to lean up against a post?
Yep.
Super cool.
Seems like we could have hired anyone to do that. But okay.
I mean, he was recommended by Leland, and we trust him.
You can give him
So-
an order, Captain.
I just go to bed. I'm done with this.
Okay.
Am I sharing a room with someone, or is that the two?
Seemed to be like an argument over Samugi.
Yeah, I stopped arguing.
I think you've got your own room.
Cool.
Are me and Alara
Mhm.
doubling?
I think you
doubling
guys are
up?
bunkmates.
All right.
I was gonna ask you something, Samuki. The abilities you have, do you have any scrolls on it, like describing how it's done?
I don't believe so. It was just something that I was trained to do.
Oh,
Are
okay.
you talking about just like a manuscript or something?
Yeah, yeah, something along those lines.
No, I do not,
Oh,
unfortunately. But if you have any further questions, I could just tell you. Perhaps that's something you could make a project out of. But no, I don't carry any scripts.
okay. I was just checking. Um, yeah, if that's all, yeah, I'll just meditate and yeah. Is there anything else you guys want to do?
No.
Retire
I'm
now.
trying to
as
think
well.
about if it would be useful to scry on anybody before the day is up.
Always.
But I don't know who I want to scry on.
Just pick some rando.
um. Let's
There's a
do.
couple
I don't
names.
want to. I know, but I don't want to mess with anybody who's gonna be like, who's gonna know and come for us. You know. I'd be like, I'd love to know what Faraday is up to, but I don't want him to like. He's gonna look right at the thing and just be like, "F you" in particular, and then show up on a boat. You know.
Well, actually, no, he can't
I
just
just
he can't teleport onto our boat. We are protected, I believe.
okay. He'll teleport to the ground right below the boat and then shoot it out of the sky. Um. Any other ideas?
I was gonna say Faraday.
I don't have
Do
any
you
of my
have-
wards or anything up.
Maybe
Just
I'll spy
well,
on
I'm wondering if just for the fuck of
Conrad.
it, just as a slight security measure, I can cast Guardian of Fate to stand on the deck because it lasts for 8 hours and I don't have to concentrate on it. Just, but it is kind of bright. A giant, like celestial
I
giant
think
just chilling on our deck.
I think in the face of Faraday, 20 points of radiant damage is just like a light kiss on the cheek.
Well, either way, I just thought of it as a security
Just a
measure. Like,
caress.
yeah, right.
Also, someone has to get within range of it to get hurt.
Yeah, but the ship's not that huge.
If that's already the case, they're already on the boat.
Yeah.
At that point, not helpful.
I was gonna set it in front of that giant glass orb that got attacked, just as a little extra security. But that's okay. Yeah, I got nothing.
I'm going to try and scry on Conrad then. He's probably just as equal of a threat, but it feels like he's not. So, and he's
Okay.
theoretically with Faraday.
Interesting. Can you kind of pull up the? Let me see.
Yes, the spell thingy.
Yeah. Well, I'm pulling it up.
He is to make a Wisdom saving throw modified by how well and physical connection. So, first-hand knowledge. I've met him.
I think
I
this
don't
is
think I
just a
know him
straight
well.
roll.
Yeah, I believe so.
And is there the item DC, or is it your DC?
It is mine.
Seems poorly balanced. It'll be a cool 23.
Oh my god. Okay, that saves. Jesus. Okay, I'm gonna go meditate. Sleep now.
Okay.
I think before I go to sleep, I'm gonna try to re-tinker. What's it called? Astral Defender.
Yes. Yeah, because it's been offline for a while. Go ahead and roll a tinker check. So D20 and double proficiency plus intelligence. Go ahead and just do. You can do an investigation. You can just click the investigation check. Add your proficiency to that. A number. Proficiency is 4, so not. Yeah. Wait, 13 total. Between your last failed attempt, that'll be enough to finish the completed work. So your astral defender is up and at him again.
Back in business.
Back in business.
So Laura, if it makes you feel better, I will Astral Defender pacing the deck. Guard duty.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah, if you want to. Yeah, that's right. You have the cool tiger, astral tiger thing. Just don't want to get caught slipping while we're trying to take a nap. I will say I should have made last session. I was so fucking tired, I just couldn't. And I would have fucking talked to that dragon instead of trying to kill it. I knew
We
I should have
talked
made that session.
quite extensively to him.
We tried.
Really?
At a certain
Okay.
point, talking
We
was
were
not
very,
an option.
we were very diplomatic.
Also, we didn't
Okay.
kill it. To be fair.
Yeah, he's alive.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you guys killed him. I'm like, damn it, not another one.
I'd say it might have been the most diplomatic thing we've ever done.
Okay, glad to hear it. I just figured it was like one of those, like, we go into the cave, something moved, and Varric's like, I hit it! Like, and all chaos ensues.
Not at all what happened, actually.
No.
Okay.
Are we talking about the last guild? The Iron
No,
Soul?
the Iron Soul, yeah.
I mean, that's kind of how it started. And
Did we end up,
No, I was
did
trying
we
to
end
talk
up,
to him,
oh, go
and
ahead.
they said we gotta fight, and then I fight.
Did we deliver the staff or no?
He doesn't want it.
We
He
did,
doesn't want it?
yeah.
Oh.
I have it. Give it back.
Oh, awesome. Awesome, awesome. Okay, good.
And we got
At least
some
we got
other
something
part
out of it.
And we got another piece of
Okay.
the robot,
Cool.
whatever you call it.
All right. As you all begin to take your rest,
I don't know.
and the ship begins to take off in the air as Sundara brings it up into the air. Once you hit some elevation, do get some glints of sunlight that are beginning to peek over the mountains that lie to the east of here. Vale.
What? I knew it. Door's locked.
Door is locked.
My door is locked. Like
As
magic doesn't
you-
exist.
As you take some time to kind of settle yourself in, you look once more at the door and, Do you feel that you are secure in the captain's quarters here? Just as you begin to enter that zone between sleepfulness and wakefulness, back of your mind. Greetings, Cassius Manath. This is Carter Abbeyman, your banker.
What the
Wanted
fuck?
to reach out. I was looking over some documents, and it looks like you've completed a contract to deliver an artifact to one of Gunner's comrades. Just wanted to advise you that a small sum has been deposited on your behalf. Just wanted to confirm with you. Hope I didn't catch you too early in the morning there, and hope your travels are going well. Is there anything else I could do for you?
My character's heart and my heart in real life was beating so fast. Thank you, Carter. Impeccable timing. It's like
Sure,
4 in
sure.
the morning. Can
Oh, well, you know what they say, the early bird gets the worm, so. Anyways, hope your travels are going well. Wish you all the best and bloodiest, all right? Reach out to me if there's anything else I can do for you, all right?
Thank you,
You
sir.
take care there. Bye-bye.
Give you a heart attack first thing.
I
Pick
go,
up the
I
vibe.
go put a gun under my pillow and then try to go back to sleep.
Oh, that's trauma.
Okay. So as you do go to sleep,
You son of a bitch.
He just
I'm listening. I need water.
I imagine you fall asleep pretty quickly. As you do, you quickly find yourself in the arboretum of the Bard College that you used to attend. Attended quotes. Alongside the kind of white fountains, you see the form of your mother approach you. And as you kind of instinctively walk that way, you just get a kind of a glance, and you notice you are in Cassius form in this dream. As she rushes towards you, she says, Cassius, it's good to see you. You recall this feels like a memory, but it's not. She says, I'm so proud of you and the things that you've done. Truly remarkable. Collecting in of awful man Gunnar was quite a feat.
Well, I couldn't have done it without the rest of the people, but I got the last kill, so.
What will do next?
I'm sorry, it was really hard. You broke up a lot during that.
What is it that your group will do next, you think?
Am I allowed to make any kind of insight check here? How fully immersed in this am I?
Because you're in a dreamlike state.
It's already fishy.
Tell you what. Before I make you roll, is there anything that's happened so far that has unsettled Cassius for any reason?
My mother does not know that we killed the gunner and took the pelt from him.
Okay. So go ahead and roll with advantage. Make an insight check.
Okay, that's 2 7s. 11.
So I'm not going to tell you think ever. You can feel unsettled. You can feel however you feel. The information you have, you feel like you're in a lucid dream. In this dream, your mother has information that.
Okay, got it. Yep. Dream logic. Well, I mean, we haven't really decided yet. I think there's, Langston is always an option. We've got a few things we need to pick up in there, but sort of a bad
Whatever would
area.
bring you to Langston, I wonder. Awful place.
Oh, I mean, well, we're Autoluke lost something there, and I guess we kind of need to get it back.
Ah. How important is it to you, you think, to get this back?
I sit down on a bench that perhaps wasn't there a second ago. I mean, fairly important.
He sits down next to you.
You know, we've all been going around trying to get these items, and there might be one there, so it's kind of important. But we haven't decided there, or I don't know, somewhere in a forest. I don't. We're kind of just going around killing people, but it seems to be working out.
I suppose getting this back, it does seem important to you. I suppose I just want you to always remember what truly is important. And you notice she starts she grabs your hand as she's sitting next to you and kind of looking at you. And I just hope you never lose sight of what truly is important. And at this moment, you begin to hear laughter kind of in the garden behind you, boisterous laughter of your father. And you see him walking alongside your mother and your adopted sister.
I mean, I know that this all is going to end sometime. And then I know I really need to be back with all of you. This is just a flash, a moment.
Right. But always want to make sure that they'll still be there to come back too. It's not just you out here, Cass. And you watch as the image of your mother and father and sister kind of turn to dust. You've gotten yourself wrapped up in some pretty serious things. And at this point, as you look up, this person squeezing your hand right now is squeezing it like exceedingly tight. And it's beginning to hurt. So, be an opportunity that arises in Langston. Go there as soon as you can. When this opportunity arises, I want you to think really, really hard about exactly what you are willing to lose. And with that, the dream ends. You wake up. It hasn't been that long, maybe like 30 minutes. You haven't gotten any rest. You would. Actually, never mind. You wouldn't.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Don't like that.
Don't like that at all.
Don't like that.
I get up and turn into a changeling and grab the gun from underneath my pillow, walk over and grab a drink, and just pour myself whatever I can find first.
Okay. Liquor cabinet's still very well stocked.
And why do I do this? I'm gonna stay up a second night. Just drinking, not in excess, but enough to be tipsy pretty much the entire night.
Okay.
I've-
Now, out of game, I don't want to necessarily punish you for making a character decision.
Give it to me.
My interpretation of the rules is that a long rest, you don't physically need like 100% to sleep. So if
Okay.
you're willing, we could do here is I can give you a Constitution saving throw with a gradient of successes to determine if you in fact take an exhaustion, don't lose an exhaustion, or get a full rest. If you want, you could just take the exhaustion if you specifically want to.
Yeah, sure.
Or if you think that your character would be.
I'll make a roll to determine if the micro naps happen or not.
Because again, like you are resting. Like resting and sleep is not the same thing in my interpretation of the rules.
That's fair. I thought we were using the new exhaustion rules, so it's not like I'm about to die. It's like -2 to all my rolls.
Yeah.
That's the Constitution. That's a 7.
So it's just like what you thought would happen. So you're at a -2. Right. So as Vale is spends the night just a little haunted. The rest of you get some semblance of rest, and then the day is yours. As you've just been hovering in the sky above the cavern, pretty quickly you are starting to feel the weathering of the elements here in the hot, arid climate of the Erie Desert.
Do we take a long rest, or
Get a long rest.
but not our good friend Cass? He turned red.
Whoa. Where's the purple?
Yeah, we want the purple back.
I don't know what happened. I'll get my purple back. Oh, and Jasmine, since you are the keeper of inventory, you can add 3,500 gold pieces to your bank funds.
Damn.
Woo!
Nice.
3,500.
If one was wondering, what are our total bank funds?
Okay. It's complicated. So we
Alright, hold on.
um
We can't. You say complicated? Too much.
So you've got
Okay,
your traditional and your Roth IRA.
Yeah.
so we came into a boatload of money. I already forgot how. And we split it. Oh, it was from the Dragon's Hoard, and we split it relatively equally. I did not account for that. I assumed everyone was doing their own individual accounting for that. For the group funds, we've got 12,500 gold in gems, 28,000 gold in antiques and more gems, 2,500 of silk, 2 platinum and sapphire bracelets worth 1,500 each, and then this now 3,500. So you might have personal money that I don't know how much that is. But
I'm not
outside
worried
of
about
that,
my
this is the
money.
group money.
What? So how much of this is actually liquid? Just 3,500.
Just 3,500. The
So
rest is either gems, antiques, gold, or silk. We're diversified. It's a very diverse portfolio.
I mean, how difficult is it for us to liquefy some of these assets that might not be?
I mean, Carter will probably do it, right? That's what a bank does. I don't
Banker?
know.
Okay.
I don't know how the bank system works out.
I was like, do we need to like?
Would say
talk about it?
I would say Cass or Vale would probably be the most learned about this thing. Vale, do you want to? I mean,
We talking money
presumably
over
you-
here?
okay. Real quick, Vale, it might have taken you an extra minutes to get up and about because you would notice that your door is unlocked.
Dude, your night was effed up.
Why are you doing this? You're giving my character trauma. Okay, yeah, before I leave, I do a scan of the room to very paranoidly make sure nothing is in here, nothing is stolen.
Give me an investigation check.
Okay. 14.
14.
12 minus 2.
Yeah. It's reasonably dusty in here.
Okay.
You do notice there is a set of boot prints that steps into your room, does a beeline for your bed, and stops at the head of your bed. And then there's no more footprints. You don't see any evidence of the footprints leaving. There's just like boot prints that go over to your bed.
That's fucking creepy.
Dude, not okay.
Wait, are they your boot prints?
As you put
That might
your
answer the question.
as you put like a boot next to it, what's interesting is it's the same size foot, different shoe.
Okay.
Does your outfit change when you change shapes?
It can, yeah.
Even your shoes?
Oh, that's
Yeah,
actually
it's part of an outfit.
Probably. Yeah, we'll say yeah.
Okay.
We'll say I want the ability to change my
I mean,
shoes
I
later,
would
so
I
we'll
would
say
like to
yes.
assume that Vale has like, well, also you're wearing shift weave too.
Yeah.
But I do have a big
Yeah, Vale
wardrobe.
probably has tiny feet.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Losing your mind over there.
I'll come out after all of that. Hey, did anybody come in my room? I just, as soon as without even saying hi, I walk up to the group.
No.
Okay.
Why? Did something happen?
I just think someone came into my room last night. Rough night.
Maybe
I mean,
it
I
was
wasn't going to say
Leland?
anything, but you look pretty shitty.
I feel pretty shitty. It's alright. I mean, I have everything. I don't know. Leland. I don't know. Or that
Nothing
kid.
was stolen from you?
I mean, no, 12. Nothing that I'd immediately notice was gone, right?
No.
Okay, no, and I got everything.
I mean, yeah, I guess there are lots of people on the ship that we did not hire, so maybe we should like keep an eye out for like a pirate or something type
Keep
deal.
an eye out on Danny
Oh.
boy. He's
I
looking at me weird.
I walk over to Alara, and I kind of whisper like, he said someone came into the room, but they didn't leave. What if he's got like possessed?
I
Can you
I
find
can
out?
check and see. Yeah, of
Do it.
course.
I'll distract him.
No need for distraction. It's a
No.
warranted.
Are
Can
you
I
in?
say that we're doing all of this in the dining room?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are
So
you in
I
And
Vale
like
or?
I'd
getting
stand up and
breakfast?
go. Are you in cast or veil form?
Fail.
Veil. Okay. I go up to veil. I'd go and like feel your head, see if you have a fever. Um.
Slightly damp.
Okay. Let me see if something would help real quick. And
I'm not
I close my eyes, and
crazy.
if it's okay with you, of course.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. And I close my eyes, put my hand on your forehead, and I will cast protection from good and evil, and see if that helps.
Spell takes hold. You do not sense that anything is like expelled as part of the casting of the spell.
Okay.
Am I
You
free?
feel any better?
I feel the same, really.
Okay. Well, if anything gets worse, let me know. Okay. I've
Did
gotten
you
better at
sleep
this.
last
Gotta
night?
live with you guys.
Hey, hold on, everybody.
Yep.
Silks that Iron Soul gave me. Am I wearing those now? Am I not still wearing my robe of perception?
The silks go on top.
Okay.
It's almost like a show, so you can do both.
So upon hearing Restless Night, Simugi's gonna keep an extra perceptive eye out for any suspicious activities.
Okay, why don't you roll a floating perception check right now?
You've got like 360 vision.
I would say
And I think you get advantage from the silks.
Perception.
the cloak of perception. Yeah, I don't remember what that does. So
I assume.
I will.
I think it gives advantage on your perception and investigation checks. Maybe just perception.
Advantage on perception that relies on sight, and you can see invisible creatures up to 120 feet.
So that's.
did it say insight too? Okay,
No,
no,
just
it's right.
wisdom
24.
perception.
Okay, 24.
Oh shit.
Okay. So as soon as you say that, you watch as Samugi kind of just begins kind of like old gnome, like brown and really like squinting his eyes and really paying attention to what's going around you.
Is there a
Um,
breakfast menu?
A breakfast menu? Yeah.
Yeah.
In the Discord, yeah?
Yeah.
In the
It's
Discord?
also in the.
Yeah. If you
It's everywhere, dude.
scroll up quite a bit, it's in
I
there.
love how we have an actual fucking menu. What do we have for breakfast? Oh, here's an actual fucking
Can
menu.
somebody produce, bring the menu out?
Right. Let's see.
Oh shit.
I'm definitely getting the harpies hash.
So, where are we going now?
Dude, it's rock raft time.
Rock Rock?
That's one of the dishes, dude.
I'm gonna get the land shark risotto. Oh wait,
Is
no,
that
wait,
on
I
the
may be
breakfast?
further.
I think that's
No,
lunch
it's not.
or dinner. No, that's dinner.
Okay. Oh, good. Just
As
great. Good. They'll make me in trouble more.
yeah. So did you order that?
Why not?
Okay. So, um, so as you order that, Jean Paul is standing there and he looks at you and just goes, "Very well."
Okay,
Get what you
cool.
want.
Anyone else like?
A rock raft.
And for the lady,
I'll take the harpies hash, please.
You got any juice back there? Maybe like a grapefruit,
Certainly.
raspberry, orange.
Yeah,
Star fruit.
if I could just get a bowl of fruit, that would be refreshing.
But of course. Gotta scroll up.
What about you, old timer?
I'll do a smoothie bowl. Let's get my vitamins in.
Art imitates life.
Important at this age, you know.
Very well. He steps off.
What are we going to do next?
Well, if you don't mind, I got an opinion.
Yeah, that's
We haven't really discussed this much, but you know, every once in a while when I look up in the sky at night and I see those lights from the jungle, I think maybe we should have a look or something. You know, seems kind of like big, you know, like a lot's going on. I feel like we don't have a grasp on that. It might be nice to, you know, go out in the jungle, get away from all these cities and wizards and, you know, all that.
It's an option, yeah. I don't think it's not a bad idea. I think that is where all the big shit's going on. The stuff that Faraday wants to get into. It might be nice to know exactly what it is.
So I'm thinking like it might be a good idea, at least have a lay of the land. So if we do have to go out there, we're not, you know, tumbling
At this
over.
point, Jean-Paul returns with just trays of your orders and just kind of like haphazardly just like drops them on the table in front of you. And Alara, to you, goes, the thing you ordered was not available, so here's some fruit, and just kind of like drops it in front of you.
Hey, let's be a little bit
Okay,
kinder.
sorry.
Yes, let's remember who pays you.
also
He does a deep bow and just goes, but of course.
Thank you.
is everything okay in the kitchen?
Everything's just fine. I was overhearing that you're discussing where to take the ship next. I was hearing something about jungles.
Do you know
Yes.
something
Do you have
about the
a
jungle?
Well, it is not my place. I do not do so well in humid climates. And he turns and leaves.
Does anybody else feel like everybody's acting a little weird?
How well do I? I remember
Very
my
much
dream
so.
well.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't like that. Yeah, somebody. I had a weird dream last night, and well, it wasn't weird at first, but then it got weird. And he just kind of said people are interested in where we're going. I know I'm a
mean,
little.
Do you
I
think?
know I'm a little paranoid right now, but
Yeah, you also look paranoid.
eyes are
As you're
But I mean,
talking,
it's fair.
as you're talking, you notice, kind of going through the dining hall, you see another new kind of younger crewmate, and Leland kind of walk in, just kind of like looking around, like they're looking for something, and they just like do a little scan, like start going below decks.
I'm gonna
Okay, where'd the new crew member come from?
shove as much
It's-
of my food into my mouth at once and follow them.
I think
it's part of his
Not
new
even.
crew.
I'm not gonna be nonchalant about it. I'll be. You know. Wait, is this a? It's a wrap. I can take it with me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take it with me.
You watch as there's like little drizzles of like this like bright orange sauce that's just like in this perfect like double zigzag pattern. Imagine you just kind of like scoop it up and like take it on the go.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a Goliath. I feel like that's far for the course.
Yeah. I mean, you start following Leland and this other crewmate.
Yeah.
Okay, as you kind of approach very nonchalantly, Leland just goes, "Ah, Captain. Get yourself a rock wrap there."
Oh yeah, pretty good.
Yeah.
Quite good.
I like the carrot reduction on it.
I don't know what that means.
I don't either. There's something I can do for you, Captain.
Just, hanging out with the crew. That alright?
This is Nick. Nick, Captain.
Didn't hear that.
He's one of my
Cut
guys.
out.
What's he do? What's your job?
Does bats, knots, deck, sails. Well, we don't have sails here. Does fishing, harpooning, a little bit of shit talking, and shit kicking.
Alright. Cool. What are we doing down here?
Oh, Danny Boy didn't report for his post today, so wonder if something happened or he's never been late before. So
Above the table question. Is this like the crew quarters down here?
yes.
Okay. And I would know that, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if you want, I could help you look for them.
Oh, this it's quite okay. You go ahead and enjoy your breakfast, Captain. This isn't the sort of thing that would concern a captain. Well, if
the safety of every member of my crew is important. As captain.
yeah, if he's missing, you should know. Also, I don't want to make a big deal out of it if he just overdrank. I mean,
well, yeah, I'm here already. I'm gonna help you out.
Sure. Yeah. You know Dan.
Yeah, we met yesterday.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, let's check the quarters and see what we can find. Okay. So they'll give you advantage on an investigation check.
Nice. If it's 13.
13. Not really any sign of them. It looks like Leland actually runs a pretty tight ship. You guys have never really dealt with any like specific matters with the. I mean, Leland is basically the captain. Like you go down and all the crew are kind of like. You see them all like making their bed. They've got like all these like kind of cots that are set up like hammocks. In like this kind of barracks sort of format. Like everything is super tidy. And like going over to Danny's quarters, everything is untouched. Like it looks like he'd never made it back from the night before.
Does he have any personal effects?
Yeah, he does.
A pair of boots, perhaps?
He does.
I'll take one of the boots. I'm gonna go up to Vale. I toss Vale the boot.
You left. Oh, okay.
Seems Danny Boy's missing.
Danny
as one
Boy's
of them
gone.
boots. So,
Like
according
he's not on the ship?
well, he's not in his quarters, and he didn't report to work. So he could be somewhere else, but that's one of his boots. You want to go measure it up?
Can you do it? I don't.
Sure, I
I
take it
think
back and go.
somebody's trying to kill me. I'm pretty sure.
Uh,
They've been
I'm
following
gonna go
me.
above decks with Varric. I think I could talk to Mechbev and maybe get a sense of where he might be.
To who?
To our ship. I'm going to talk to the ship.
That's right, Bev.
I'll follow Varric to the captain's quarters, but like I'm staying behind you.
I'll go wander the ship and just look for anything that might be out of place.
So
Since
who else
someone's
wants to
missing,
kill you next, guys?
Okay.
I think I took this guy's friend, the face of his friend, but I'm not sure.
Oh. It's awkward.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird.
Does this happen often? Like, this hasn't happened since we've...
It has never happened. I don't know what to do about it. I mean, it makes sense if it's true. I'd be like, hey, aren't you supposed? But you're here. Who the fuck are you? I'd have some questions.
I was gonna open. His door's open, right? It's not locked. Captain's quarters.
It's not locked, no.
I was asking the DM.
Well, I guess yeah. I didn't lock it.
Well, he would be the one who would lock it.
Unless there's someone else in
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Never know.
Which is why I'm asking if the door's
Yeah,
unlocked.
the door is unlocked.
Okay, so I open the door.
Mhm.
And I go to see if they're the same.
The Danny Boy's shoe's way bigger.
Okay. Well, either Danny Boy's shoes change size, or it's a different person.
The room is
Or-
like completely pitch black. It's pretty hard to see.
Is there like a candle or light, electrically light?
As you go in, all the lights are out.
Can I turn a light on?
Before you get a chance,
Cool, love it.
there is like this, and a match is lit atop Vale's bed, and a candle is lit, kind of revealing a feminine figure, and you see a female drow elf, identical to Vale, sitting on.
No.
I do a double take. Is Vale behind me still?
Yeah.
Well, hello. My name is Varric. Also the stack.
This is awkward, isn't it?
It's not the most awkward position I've ever been in, but yeah, it's up there.
I'm not talking to you.
Who are you talking
What's
to?
your name? It's obviously talking to you.
Me? What? I look into the
You
room.
look just like her.
I haven't looked into the room yet.
Yeah. Varric just started talking. You step in, you come face to face with your doppelganger.
Pull out a gun, shoot it.
Okay. Make an attack roll.
This person is supposed to be dead.
Is there any way I can intervene in this?
20, 25.
I'll give you a contested initiative check, but you're going to be at disadvantage, Varric, because I don't think you're expecting Vale to just like open up. 25 was the roll to attack.
Yeah. 16 was my initiative.
Natural 20.
Okay.
At disadvantage?
Cool.
Yeah. Oh no, sorry, 16. So I guess we tie.
Okay.
Rock, paper, scissors.
I mean, Varric's a lot stronger than me, so I think you can probably stop whatever.
I mean, who's got the who's got the highest dex bonus?
I'm
Uh,
+2.
So am I.
What's the score?
14.
14.
Let's just do a
Perfectly
classic.
perfectly optimized.
Let's do a roll up.
Dex build. Okay, well there you go. 3.
Are we doing a nat? Are we doing a 20?
Just a
Yeah.
rollies. Yeah.
What did you get?
3.
Oh my gosh, are you
I also
serious?
got a 3.
Yeah.
Okay, do another roll up.
Okay.
Oh.
I got a 1.
Natural 19.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So
Just looks like
you get your shot off, and it's interesting because louder than the bullet, or louder than the firing of the gun, you hear this scream. It sounds like a scream, but it's not. It's like someone took like a record player and like just like drove a dagger into it and like ripped it off to the side. It's just like this scratching, like nails on chalkboard, universal screech. And as that happens, you fire, hit people in the shoulder. That noise going off, and you watch they like vanish into smoke and disappear.
That they shouldn't be here.
In the room, you just hear this voice that's almost sourceless that just says,
I can't hear.
we lost you.
Yeah.
"Can you hear me?"
Yeah.
So you hear a voice in the room that says, "First you steal my face, and now this is the level of cordial at which you treat me."
People don't usually come back. Not sure what to do here, but you're definitely not welcome.
You know,
I just run up and just like,
Yeah, I was
what's
just saying,
going?
what do you feel
What's
like,
happening?
bitch?
Ready for like I'm running up, ready to shoot stuff.
hold on.
Just
That's
hearing
all.
guns firing and people
Right?
screaming.
Let's take a second.
After a
Is everybody okay? What's happening?
after
I'll
a
firebolt someone in
short,
the face.
Nope.
after a short period of time, there's like this very subtle whispering sound, and you see this feminine form reapparate on the opposite corner of the room, kind of in the shadows, kind of like semi between a like a column, a wooden column in the room. And she just says, "I didn't come here for a conflict, and I certainly didn't hurt anyone to get here. Not seriously, anyways.
What
I
happened to
just
Johnny boy?
am here to deliver a message. And that's simple. Go to Langston and present yourselves to the Bone Hunters, and that the king is expecting you. That's all."
Which king?
I think the Bone King, Varric.
That would be a good guess.
Message
My
delivered.
my question
you.
is, why is Vale also over there?
So she begins walking away, just like going past your group. Do you let her go?
I don't try to stop her.
You know, I back up.
Okay. As she does, she just goes, "Oh, sorry, I." She turns around and kind of like shrugs and says, "I thought this might be a little bit more complicated, so I think I came a little over prepared." And you watch as she just like pulls this like satchel from like behind her back and like flips it over to her front and begins pulling a couple little things out of it. She grabs your hand, Vale, flips
No.
it.
No.
And
I want to see actually what you do, but I don't want this to happen. But I don't.
okay.
Don't.
So what are you like? What are you
attempt to
doing?
pull away.
Okay. Give me an acrobatics check.
Fuck. 10 minus 2, 8.
Okay. So as you go to pull away, you stop when you see what she drops in your hand. It's a pearl necklace that belongs to your mother. And she also leaves what looks like a stitched cloth like minotaur. Uh,
I'm gonna hear that very last part
Whose is
after
it?
the Minotaur.
she hands it over to you, Eric, or like tosses it to your feet.
I pick it up. Do I recognize it?
You do not.
Am I smart enough to realize who it's for? Or who it's from?
That is up to you.
Yeah, okay. At this point, I attempt to grab her by the collar.
Okay. Make an athletics check.
$28.
Easy enough. You, as she hands, begin to throw towards you, Alara. Varric just like lunges forward and grabs her by the back of the neck. It's almost, and as she wants to.
Sorry, we lost you again.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's as Varric grabs her, there's that screeching sound again, and she like disapparates in this like puff of black smoke.
What the hell?
She's gone.
What are you?
What is going on?
And there's this little like signet ring that drops from where she was. And about like 10 feet further out, you just kind of hear her like clicking her tongue, like, "I'm sure I'll see you all in Langston."
What are you?
Don't hear any response.
I pick up the ring.
Yeah.
What is it? Does it have any light? You said, what's it look like?
It looks like it's a gold ring. It's got kind of an insignia on it that you do not remember.
I turn to
give it
Vale.
I give it to Sandara. You seen this?
Yeah.
Fool.
Have I seen that before? Nope.
Passing that
Never in
ring
life.
around, the only one that would recognize it would be Alara. This is the signet ring for the family of Vesper Thorn. One was given to you, one was given to your brother.
Motherfucker. Okay.
What does Vale look like right now?
Well, tired of shit.
Tired as shit.
Other than exhausted.
Are you asking for like an insight check to like get some?
No. I just like truly want to see like, do they look like they know what the hell's going on, or are they scared, or
Yeah, they look very haunted, and yes, just staring down at the pearl necklace in their hands, recognizing it. Um, okay, so decision made. We go kill her. We have to kill her.
totally
How
willing
would
to
they
kill
have
anybody
this?
you want us to kill? But could you just like tell us what the heck just happened?
I don't know what happened. I I the last time I saw that person uh, went about the same. Um, uh, and I didn't ever expect to see her again. I don't know who she is. Don't know how she got on the ship. I don't know how they got our families.
Could this
I
be a
don't know.
trap? Well, it's probably a trap. How could they have gotten something from each of our, I guess, significant others or family members? This is my brother's ring. You guys saw him at the arena. He's not a pushover. This wouldn't have been an easy thing to come across. Unless this is a trap and they somehow
Jessica was just.
duplicated.
I don't know if you can hear her, but she was. Smoothie was saying, "Can you scry on some of the family members?"
Oh, okay.
Hmm. Yes.
Yes, we can. Actually,
Yes,
I don't know if we
absolutely.
can.
I can do one a day, so
I got you. I'll do the other one. I had one spell open I didn't like know even what to prepare. Is it okay to say that I prepared that one, Alex?
Sure.
Don't we
Okay.
have a
Oh yeah, you guys have
yes.
the thing that's scribed,
Well,
don't we?
yeah, but I can only scry on one person a day, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
So I
Okay,
can scry
gotcha.
on somebody, but
you mean as a
I'm
spell or with a device?
with the device.
Okay.
I'm going to scry
So
on my
as a
brother.
sorcerer, I cannot cast scry.
Okay. You.
Um,
So Alara's scrying on her brother. I think Alara kind of just goes off on her own, like just
Yeah.
10 feet away, and just out of concern. Um, yeah, I mean, he's very familiar to you. You've got something of his, so you know, DC's pretty high for him to succeed. Yeah, you scry on him. He's in a workshop right now, like tinkering on something. He seems totally fine.
Does he have his ring?
No,
And you can't communicate through scry, can you?
no.
Okay. Um, he's in a workshop, you said?
You don't see like the. It's kind of just focus, like tunnel vision on him.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
blurry to
Okay.
what's around him, but he's at like an artificer table right now, like working.
Okay. But nothing seems amiss. Okay.
Can you tell me if my daughter is okay?
I hand him the Palantir. Why don't you look in on her yourself? I'm sure
Okay,
you miss her.
I'll take it. And
Okay.
I'll do what is necessary to scry.
Okay.
On my daughter.
Yeah. She's going to your daughter. She's sitting at a stone table. It looks like she's doing like some kind of color painting. And you see like um, your hand that looks like your wife or your ex-wife, also doing like a little watercolor painting right next to her, and they're kind of like poking at each other and playing around. They seem completely unaware of anything wrong.
Awesome. I set it down.
Anything? Is she okay?
She's fine.
My brother's okay too. He seems to be missing his ring. This was
So
clearly a threat.
Just a message then.
she can get close to them, but hasn't done anything
That
to them.
You watch as Leland and Nick like door. You're kind of like in the area of the captain's quarters still. They see the doors open. They knock on the door, like peek in, and Leland just goes, "Captains, I thought you might want to know. Two of our crewmates were assaulted today. No one's dead, but looks like Danny Boy and John Paul took the worst of it. I want to know."
I'll go tend to them immediately.
Okay.
When did this assault happen, Leland?
Well, it looks like somebody stuffed Danny Boy in the vents, kind of gagged and tied up a day ago.
Oh shit.
Vale, this woman, does she also
Yeah.
change shapes?
So real quick, Samugi at the same time pointed out that wasn't Danny Boy standing next to Leland. Yeah, so that apparently that was not Danny Boy last night.
No.
That was probably not
And
John
not
Paul.
John Paul this morning. Yeah, he's very.
Damn it.
I am sorry. It seems I have picked a bad face.
I mean, it's fine. Who knows what goes into picking a face? It sounds complicated. We would not judge you for that.
Captain,
Looks like
if I
one of
may, I thought you knew this, but I know who that is. I assumed you did too.
No. Is that somebody well known?
I mean, in certain circles.
Great.
What circles? The bad circles?
Depends on your definition of bad, but in circles of people that hang around people that pay other people money to kill someone.
So assassin circles.
Leland, am I like an assassin princess right now or something? What's going on?
I would definitely not use the term princess when referring to Valeska Vale.
But she's important in the assassin circles realm.
I'm I mean, she's got her good share of bag and tags, yeah.
And do you know how she's associated with the Bone King?
Well, I mean, all these people are out of Langston, so the Bone King basically has his pick of available talent. So if he wants something done offshore, then makes sense.
So a bit of a direct summon from the King of Langston himself. I think maybe
You're,
he
you're
figured out.
doing business with the King of Langston, you say? With the Bone King?
Now I'm just. Can I cast detect magic?
Apparently we are
Yeah.
now.
Is Leland got any magical things coming off of him? Like suffusing his entire person?
It's not like screen magic. He's got a talisman on him that is magical.
Okay, yeah, okay, whatever. Well, I mean, I think we were just kind of called to the Bone King and sent this message.
You see there's like this long sigh, and like he kind of like takes a couple steps and like puts his hand on the railing and kind of just like looks out into the distance. He just goes, "This has never come up before, but I used to be on his crew, the Bone King."
Really quick, Leland. Whose crew have you not been on? Might be a short list.
I don't know what you're trying to infer. I've been on a series of crews.
I'm just implying you've got a very good, work history. But so far it only comes up when necessary. It might be nice to know in advance.
Didn't think it was relevant.
Good point. It is now, though. Carry on.
Back then, he wasn't called the Bone King. His name was Elhorn. He's a frightened
Was it?
sorcerer. Elhorn.
You worked with
Yes.
Elhorn?
He was the first mate of my crew. He mutinied my captain.
Were you part of the mutiny?
No.
That looks fine. Well, continue.
Well, he's a vicious sort. And I guess I say he mutinied the captain. I just never actually. He never pulled it off, but I always counted as though he did. Something wrong. Anyways, we were a small fishing and a little bit of pirating vessel under the Kozanite captain, and he ran into another pirating vessel, some wizards, gunmen, and captain died. Elhorn took off, and made my way back, worked on that crew for a while, but really the point of this story is just that he's a very cruel person. So powerful magic user, harnesses the power of storms. So whatever you do, just you're gonna want to tread carefully, and I mean very carefully. This is someone who'd kill you as much as just look at you.
So we go in
Pretty
peacefully.
sadistic bastard.
We go in peacefully, no arguments. Don't think this is something we can turn down.
This, Captain, is once you're in Langston, you're in the playground of the Bone King.
I mean, what could he want with us? Like, that sounds bad. Being summoned by this guy, right?
James, you're muted.
Eric, you're muted.
Sounds like you've been going on a rant.
Leland, we need a
No, no.
captain meeting.
Very well.
let's take this into the captain's quarters. Aye. Need a bit of privacy.
I mean,
Okay.
Very well.
isn't that
Well,
where we're
Captain.
all standing already?
Yeah,
We're
He
not
wants to
in.
leave.
close the door and everything, I guess.
Yeah.
We clearly need to have a bit of security on these conversations. We can't leave these open to prying ears.
Oh, there's still magic, so.
So, remember the whole, oh, my son got killed by an evil magic person and blah blah blah. That's Elhorn.
Yeah, but he's not dead. Well, listen, even more reason to just be friendly, right?
No, I understand. I don't know if when I get there, that will be an option. I'll try.
I mean, that would be the most justified, like, unexpected punch in the face that Varric has done. To be fair.
Which is why I'm telling you now, so it's not unexpected.
Thank you. That's very nice of you. Very forward thinking.
I will attempt to refrain myself from popping him one, but depending on what comes out of his mouth.
I think your life depends upon it, so, and I mean that
Should I polymorph
sincerely.
you into a rat
I can
during
take
the meeting?
control of your
You just
mind.
sit on our shoulder?
I think a badger would be more fitting, honestly.
I mean, a badger is kind of hard to control. I don't know if you've ever held a badger an angry badger in your hands. I haven't, but it sounds like a bad idea.
No.
So we don't know what the Bone King wants from us, but we essentially have to go because he's a crazy powerful sorcerer that will kill our families. Well, you guys' families.
We seem to have a lot of powerful sorcerers and mages after our families at this point.
Well,
Yeah,
he was
that's very true.
he was doing business, or was going to, with Faraday, and
That's true.
seeing as how we're just going around to all the people who have items like he does, he probably got word of it.
Maybe he's trying to, if, okay, so let me get this straight. So, this Bone King, you believe he has one of the items, or he wants to obtain one of them?
I don't know which way. All we know is that he was just
Your
going to
group.
talk to Faraday.
So really
He
quick, your group
has
should know that he has one.
Okay.
He has one.
he
Okay.
has
Why would
all
he threaten our
smoke.
Why would he threaten our families to get a meeting with us? Why not just call us there? Unless he's trying to get a higher price than what Faraday's offering.
Or he's gonna make us do some dirty work for him.
Or he's going to kill
Sounds
us
like he
before we
hires
can.
some. Yeah, he could just walk in there and he just.
I'm just
Ugh.
confused as to why, if you're trying to get rid of something, why threaten the ones your buyers? Unless you really are afraid that someone's just going to take it off of you and you're trying to get paid before that happens. Maybe he's afraid of Faraday.
I mean,
Just doesn't make sense to me as to why someone selling something would threaten your buyers. That's not enticing. It's stupid.
What
well,
have
maybe
we
he
done
doesn't know
in the
we're
past?
collecting the pieces.
I mean, Varric's right. We just go around and we kill people who get in our way, in between, that are around these items. I mean,
It could be a far shot, but what if by chance he needs our protection from Faraday?
I think if we can work with him,
Well,
we
I
should.
hate that more.
I
I
hate
don't
to
think
think
we have
that
a
way. I'm just putting
choice.
all options on the table, but think about that. If you have something that you know powerful people want, and you say the situation is that he knows that he's going to lose this item to Faraday, how would you stop that from happening? Other than like you could force a situation with another group that is competing for the item that may offer you protection for it.
I don't
Maybe he's afraid of Faraday. Just a weird thought.
I don't think
It
we can
sounded like
protect
Faraday was
him.
just going to. Yeah, it sounded like Faraday was going to give him a whole bunch of money for this item. Ah, I don't think we have a choice, is what I keep circling back to. It sounds like all of your families are in danger, and what we can't ignore the summons. So
I don't like being
I don't
forced
know.
into meetings. That's all. That's just my problem with it. I'd like to figure out why he's doing what he's doing.
Well, there's one way to figure it out.
Yeah.
Just go and have the meeting with him. I know.
Yeah.
At this point, you hear this kind of arcane whirring sound that's coming from the deck. Someone is activating your teleportation sigil.
Fuck.
Why did people just keep showing up?
I
Isn't
thought we could
it?
protect you on this goddamn ship.
Activating to show
Well,
up or
no,
delete.
if someone wants to, I just would like to go to the teleportation circle
Yeah, let's
Right,
prepare.
yeah.
as soon as
And
possible.
be ready
Russia,
to kick the ship. So
there's this arcane flash, and you see the tall, lanky form of Autoluke as he's holding like this kind of cloth bag, wearing his wizard hat, and he's got no sleeves, and he just kind of waves and he goes, "Konnichiwa, everyone."
What does that word mean, Luke? I've never heard that in my life.
You say "oh" in Wanji. Here, do you like pears?
Sure.
yeah.
Luke.
Oh, Luke, question for you, mate.
So they're Wanti pears. They look like apples, taste like pears.
Cool. Got a question for you.
Cool.
Yes. Good to
What,
see
what,
you. I missed you, man.
bring it in.
Yep.
Bring it in.
Sure. Yeah. Good to see you, buddy.
What do you know about Elhorn?
Actually, before you answer that,
Bone
do
King.
you wear underwear?
What a fucking what?
Yeah, I know where she's going
Sorry,
with this.
what's the reason for this question?
I'm gonna
Answer the
go and like
question,
lift his
Luke.
his robe behind him. I'm gonna like reverse
Sundara,
pants.
you know that I don't.
Okay. Just check. Just double check. We've had some weird things happen on the ship. It's good to see you again, Luke.
Make sure that it remains who they
I
say.
whispered to everyone else, I think this is actually Luke.
Okay.
That's a good security question.
Yeah.
I thought so.
So, you're asking about someone or other. You're asking about Bone King. Which is it?
Elhorn is the Bone King. I just
Oh, okay.
didn't know if you knew what his name was.
I've met the Bone King all but once
How'd it
in the
go?
game of Knifey Fingers.
Sounds dangerous.
You
Knifey?
still have all your fingers, so I'm guessing you won.
Took about 3 regeneration spells, but
Oh shit.
Okay. Well, we've had the pleasure of being summoned to the Great Bone
Forcibly.
King.
So
Um, so if you want to leave, apparently the ship, yeah, no fault there.
oh, you're headed there now.
I think so.
I'll hang out with you guys for a little bit, and then I'll probably get out.
Yeah.
Uh, sorry. Does anybody else have any questions? Because I've got a question for Aru.
Go for it.
Guys, I'm still carrying this whole thing
Wanty
of
pears?
pears. I'm just gonna set this down on the floor here.
Yeah. No. I'll take that. I'll take that.
Feel free to.
John, maybe Jean Paul and Chef can do something with these. Were you just in the Wanty country, or well, I'm saying a lot of Wanty stuff?
Oh no, there's a market in New Callum to get some Wanty pears.
Oh, okay.
It's a delicacy.
Never mind then.
I was just coming by to check in on my peeps.
Have you ever been in the Wanty Forest?
Oh yes.
Oh,
Oh,
thank-
big time.
Yeah, the Sky Islands were
Yep.
terrible, by the way. Just don't ever go up there.
Yeah,
Wanty
right now it's
Forest.
probably not a good time for tourism.
I mean, it's never a good time, but you know, there's no other way to get hallucinogenic sanja fruit. So, what are you gonna do?
Okay. I had another question for you. Oh, we also met Iron Soul Heart. Don't
Oh,
remember
Iron Soul.
entirely.
Oh, how exciting! Did you
Yes.
kill Iron Soul?
No.
Oh no. We just talked and fought. Friendly fight.
Hey, he does that. He's always like, prove to me something or other.
That's exactly what he did. He hasn't
You
changed
taught me
since
how
you've
to
known
punch.
him. Yeah, he can punch very well.
Yeah. Good. Cool. I'm glad that went well. Did you take his vestige from him after beating his ass?
Yeah, I mean he kind of gave it to us,
Yeah.
and
Cool.
to
I
me
always
we
found
got to keep the
it
staff.
reasonable.
Also, I'm just realizing this now, but Ironheart had a great opportunity to pawn us up. You know, prove your metal. Ironheart, prove your metal. Damn it. Should have used it. Didn't even think of it.
He doesn't seem like the kind of person who gets puns or jokes at all.
That is, yeah.
Weirdly, one of the funniest guys I've ever met.
Do you have any word on what Faraday has been up to since we've been running around?
Really been keeping too much track on
Yeah.
what's been going on, but I heard something about some kind of expedition.
Oh, that's right. We heard of
To
that. To the forest, right?
Oh, yep.
Him and I think someone else, another group or something, are going to the Wanty Forest where the lights are.
Oh, right, yeah. That's right, we were supposed to look into that, weren't we?
We have too many things to look into.
Yes, we have
One thing I
quite a
always
bit.
find is these things always generally sort of work themselves out.
Otto, I had a question. So these vestiges, we know the Bone King has one. Do you have any idea as to why he would forcibly summon us? It seems
I
like
mean,
we got one from the dragon, and with a bit of effort, but these aren't like trinkets that you just find even rarely. They're one of a kind. Why would people give them up? I have a feeling that something else is going on. Like someone's afraid of something bigger and they're trying to get rid of these as quick as they can almost.
now, Laura, slow down. Let's
Sorry.
get you. Do you want a bit of gnome clover?
Sure.
I think that'll help.
Yeah, I need to calm down. Yeah.
He starts like passing. He like just takes his finger and just like kind of snaps and like lights it and like takes a couple puffs. And he's like, go ahead and just pass this around in a circle.
Yeah. I take a
I mean,
huge fucking hit. Just a huge rip of that shit.
Concerning.
as you do, you just like start coughing. You don't really some of what. All right, it kind of sounds like you answered your own question. And you're
Yeah.
right, these are exceedingly rare items, highly dangerous, highly sought after, and some might say foolish to have any two in the same place, unless you're someone like Faraday. Just, I was going to say something. You know,
We're
just unless you're,
competent.
sure, dangerous enough to, you know. Um, but yeah, the Bone King already has one. He, as I recall, has done some work with Faraday before, and I'm sure that Faraday is going to pay a king's ransom to anyone be able to provide him with one or even more of these. So, if
Oh,
Gunner goes down, word gets out that you've got one of these, it would make sense that someone like the Bone King would try to rip you off for yours or just kill you, take it, and then turn around and sell it to Faraday for a fortune.
that makes sense.
I figured we were fairly dangerous. I didn't think anybody would just be.
Well, that's
They
probably
could
why he
just.
wants to.
Well,
I think there's levels too. Uh,
I mean, I'll be honest, you guys. If I wasn't with the Sea of Swords, I never would have heard of you.
It's
I,
true.
I was telling you earlier, we have a public image issue. Nobody really knows us for us. It's just like, oh yeah,
Okay,
those are those
I
question.
people
didn't
that
know
killed.
we were trying to have a public
Are
image.
you
I thought we
Yeah,
were
it
kidding
just
me?
seems
doing our
like
thing.
You
we're
want to
trying to
do?
gather all these crazy rare artifacts, and you want to say, hey, we're the fucking doofuses going around killing these people and collecting them.
I'm.
Here's a target.
Listen, okay, if you put it that way, no, but like, all I was saying is we're gonna do all of this and then just never be known. Like, we got people
I mean,
gotta
all of
know
this,
us.
No,
yeah.
first we get all the items, then we show ourselves as now.
Don't forget, we have to also like save the world and stop the Faerun. So keep that
We
on
do
the
that.
agenda.
We
It's
do that,
like
then
high
I mean,
we.
priority.
if I may, Vale,
These are our humble beginnings.
it actually seems a little worse than the way that you described it, because it seems like no one really knows who you are except for really dangerous people who want stuff from you.
That's true.
I mean, I feel like there might even be almost a little bit of protection in a little bit of fame, like, because you could disappear and no one would know.
The
And then,
Valentrians
you're
would
you're
know.
rubbing elbows with the Bone King and Faraday. Oof.
Yeah.
yeah, we've stepped into the big leagues, that's for sure, without any support. I
We
would
got
think the Sea of Swords would be a nice backup, but that's not really what they're there
Oh no,
for.
everything's fucked back there. They're dealing with a whole crisis. The Sea of Swords is in
Oh
complete.
yeah. Did the city like fall or something, or is the mayor thing
Nah,
not
no,
working
there's
out?
just some new bullshit. It has to do with like my old party. Nothing.
What bullshit?
You gotta expand, Luke. You can't just say that and not expand.
Oh God, how much time do you have? Someone actually kind of sounds similar to your situation, really. Someone showed up, threatened to hurt uh, some family of the guildmaster, which didn't know she had any family. But she does, and so she's going off expedition to east with the key, and maybe gonna give it up. if you can't get a family member back.
Eric, your wife is a guild master, isn't she?
Nope.
I think they're talking
No?
about Captain Kalamov.
Oh,
Didn't she
shit.
say she has the key?
Yeah. Oh, look, you worked with her before, haven't you?
That I did. That I did. Yeah,
Should we help her?
basically, I think that the deaf clerics people have found her uncle or something like that, some guy named Roderick. They're using that as leverage to have her give up her key.
Jesus.
Okay,
Isn't
Sundar, can we get this thing? Can you get her moving?
Kind of a separate issue. You don't worry about that. Like I said, these sort of things.
I think we need to, if we can, really quickly talk to the Bone King, get out of there alive, and then like come back to this forest maybe to see what Faraday's about, and all of this. Like, I mean, that was one of the things that we're trying to do also, right? Is get into the ruins there.
Yeah. We need to position this ship like a massive weapon for this meeting and have all crew protect the shit out of it.
can do.
I unfold the portable hole. Varric, big ass cannon gun is down in there. Now seems the time to maybe have that.
Good idea.
There's also
Can I
like
grab?
2 bodies probably need to be disposed of, I think.
Yeah.
Do I have to get into the hole to get stuff out of the hole?
Yeah, pretty. Oh, you
All
can
right.
kind of reach.
Yes.
You can reach in there. You're a Goliath.
All right. I'll toss a body. I'll toss the other body.
The bodies are pretty much like beginning to mummify at this point.
Perfect.
Like
Are
they're
you
kind of
saying that?
jerky.
I'll
How
Um,
does that
begin
affect
to.
my tossing?
It doesn't.
Okay. Then I grab the cannon
Okay.
gun thing, and then I stand up.
Also, point of order: you guys have not really been keeping track of where you're keeping the pelt of the Moon Warden. Like, where is
Yeah, I
that?
was gonna say,
I have it on
didn't some-
cast/veil. It's person.
Yeah, I think I had it last.
we have two of the items, correct, right now?
You do.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So Moogie is wearing the silks.
Yeah. What? Yeah, we should.
And has the staff. So Samugi
Mhm.
is got some OP. I thought Samugi had the staff too.
Mm-hmm.
The staff is not from the inevitable.
Oh, it's not one of those. Okay, my bad.
Sundar,
You used the whole legend lore spell
Yes.
out it.
do
Right. That's right.
do you want the pelt? Because
I
I think
can't
it's
use the
just
pelt.
me or you. Why not?
The pelt is light armor, I believe. And I am not proficient in light armor.
Oh,
So equip that bad boy and
doesn't. Okay.
start.
I think everyone else has higher AC than us with the
Yeah.
focus.
Yeah, my AC is pretty sad.
You know.
But that's what magic's for.
So the
That's what
pelt
magic's for.
the pelt works at different like different armor proficiencies allow you to use it differently.
Yeah, I've been. It's already on my D&D Beyond. I'm gonna be honest. Uh, yeah, I've seen the different thing. The only question I have is, what does Lifesteal 3 mean?
So when you deal damage, you get 3 health back.
Okay,
Oh, that's awesome.
that's cool. Yeah, I mean, I guess we're going to war, so I'm gonna start taking off my half plate of cursed armor, and put on the Moodworn pelt.
I love
Okay.
this. Should now be the time? So we were just talking about our image and all of that stuff. Should now be the time that we kind of like roll into Langston, flying ship, jump down. Moon King, Bone King, what's up? You summoned us. We're here, damn it. And then like point our Eldritch Lance at him. F with us, our ship is gonna blow you up. I don't know. I'm just throwing ideas out.
Like, okay,
Not a
a bad
bad
idea. Give
idea.
him the old Langston below threat.
Yeah, not a bad idea.
So,
I like it.
how does this work?
With the gun?
How does what work?
Yeah.
Oh, you also kind of got to reach down, grab. I think there's 5 cannonballs. You put a cannonball in it, and then you fire it, and you can kind of
There's
run
no,
around with it.
there's no like gunpowder. I'll have to like pack it down.
I think this is the first and only, and he didn't really give directions. It was kind of a here, this might blow up, but I thought it looked cool, so I took it.
I will say this is a clockwork.
Oh,
That doesn't mean anything to me. How does it work?
I'm gonna touch it. I'll tell you how it works.
Ooh.
Commune with it.
Okay.
So I
So
gotta commute with my cannon, are you?
essentially,
I'm
what
gonna
you
commune with your cannon.
what you get from the cannon, you just basically like in your mind like commune with this thing, disassemble it, and like reconstruct it. Also, funnily enough, Sandara, as an action, you can also fire this thing remotely
oh, fuck yes.
with your commune with clockwork,
Oh
and you realize that
shit,
as you commune with it.
that's awesome.
You can also technically, yeah. So you can like remotely like trigger the mechanical functions of this device. Basically, it's like a 5-chamber portable cannon. Each chamber has these basically charges that are like little explosive devices in themselves that are used to launch the cannon. So there's no like gunpowder or anything like that. There's like essentially you got to load it with a cannon and then load it with a charge. Right now it looks like there's only 5 charges, but looking at it, like this is something that a tinkerer could make more of.
How many? It's just one barrel though, right?
It's this weird like one barrel, but there's like a revolving chamber.
Oh, so it's like a revolver, but
It's a
big.
giant
It's a revolver,
But
yeah.
a goddamn
And there's
It's like a
five.
revolver.
revolving grenade launching cannon portable minigun.
I
We're gonna fuck shit
relay
up
all
with
of this to you, Varric.
Hey, Smoogie.
We've got to learn how to.
Jessica's brush her teeth right now, and I think she's gonna turn in for the night. But yeah, I'll play Smoothie. Smoothie just goes, yes.
I got a little project for you.
You hand Smoothie one of the charges.
Mm-hmm.
He just goes, oh, and just like takes it, begins assembling it, and working on trying to recreate them.
Nice. I'll load the other 4, and I assume. I mean, we're on a fucking boat. We've got cannonballs around.
I will
here.
say Briggs is also gonna immediately gravitate towards this, almost like being magnetically summoned.
Oh no.
As soon as you bust this out,
the gunpowder.
Briggs will be assisting Smoogie with the crafting of these charges.
Nice.
Well, I think
I
we
assume
should
there's
have the
cannonballs
crew
around.
Yeah, you have cannonballs.
I'm gonna load up the 4 that I have right now.
Okay, it's a 5-chamber, so
They have one of the
okay.
things. I mean, I'll put 5 cannonballs in it, and then I'll just add the.
This thing's gonna be like absurdly heavy. So even with your strength, in fact, you're probably the only one who could physically wield this thing here. But it's gonna slow you down a lot.
I'm not gonna use it right now.
I mean, just carrying it slows you down.
It's probably 50 pounds to carry it, and then another 25 for all the shot total. So it's probably like a
It's
75-pound.
it's way more than that.
Oh
Yeah,
my god!
literal,
Holy
the
shit!
literal
You're
cannon.
you're to just carry. You're deadlifting like 400 pounds right now.
Good lord. Okay, so it's kind of mobile.
I mean,
We could use
It's
telekinesis
like in
to
the
move it
same way that
around.
in Halo you can like rip a turret off the ground and carry that around. It's like mobile in that sense.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Hey man, you don't have to
set it
walk
back.
far, so
I'm gonna set it back down in the hole for right
Mhm.
now, while we're not using it.
Cool.
But
I say we arm the
it
crew
is
to the teeth.
it is ready to go. Like I could take it out of the hole and it's ready to fire
I
at
I
this point.
I like Sandara's idea actually kind of a lot. Maybe we don't come in so super threatening, but like we can we can point all of our guns at the meeting place and sort of
Mhm.
let it be known. Right? We got a little fail safe if he tries to do anything.
Yep. Have the crew hit the armory, our armory, and let them get whatever weapons they feel they need, and yeah, that way everybody's got a weapon in case anything goes wrong.
We ready to fuck them up?
I think there's
I
ready to
mean, I've
start
been
going.
flying that direction. I don't know how long
I mean,
it's gonna
how
take
long does it
us.
take? Yeah.
Like a day?
Like a
Took us
probably
like a
about
day
like
and
a
a half.
24-hour journey.
Oh shit.
So we got time to prep.
Yep. I'm gonna train with Samugi on my combat skills. Just go up on deck if that's possible, and
All right. Well, Samugi's working on making more of those
Mhm.
charges, but then afterwards he will train with you, Alara.
cuckoo. I'll
So
train with the crew while I'm waiting for Samugi.
I should
okay.
probably
So that
dress.
is that's your plan, and that's your where you're headed.
Yep.
Mhm.
I guess so. You know, besides showing up with force, try to be friendly, right? Like, I don't know.
Yeah. The force is just
Still let them know.
to show them that maybe don't f with us right now.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I don't know. Might not work.
Yeah. Autoluke just kind of goes, yes,
Um,
certainly an interesting plan.
I mean, what would you do, Autoluke? Would you just show up and just be like, hey?
I mean, yeah, I suppose. See, that's the problem with having friends, family, connections. It just always gets so messy.
Well, we
That is
can't.
true.
Well,
We can't be weak. We can't show off ourselves to be weak.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but you could try slow playing it a little bit. Uh, you don't exactly know what he wants, but you know, there's a lot of people in Langston that would really like to see the Bone King knock down a peg. And by knock down a peg, I mean probably more like just have his head taken off, and then the rest of his body just kind of just gets, you just do whatever with that, and then someone else gets to be the new Bone King. How exciting is that? So one could consider perhaps taking a little bit of time to garner some support with another faction in Langston.
Well, yeah, if we have the opportunity to leave the conversation.
Our ship kind of stands out.
And it
All right,
also
So that's
sounds
another
like
thing.
we
Going
gotta.
in with vessel really making a statement.
Mhm.
So potentially putting a target on your back.
The second we roll into Langston, anybody recognize the ship? Word gets out that Gunner's ship has showed up. King more than likely is going to find out about it pretty quickly.
I
I'm
mean,
not saying we leave
We already
the
know
ship
this.
anywhere, but
also just a reason that sky ships don't go into Langston.
Yeah.
Other than the fact that there's nowhere to dock, but
I
you
thought
know,
we
a
were
sky
gonna
ship
jump off.
nice, and you
Thinking,
don't park your vessel where someone's going to steal it.
yeah.
oh, I was thinking we hover the whole way and then just jump down
Yeah.
with
So
magic.
just sort of Mando style. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now the idea is cool. Yeah.
I'll be honest, the more I talk about it out loud, I like the plan. I don't know that it's going to work.
Do we have like a device where I can send my wife a message? Ex-wife a message?
Got one more charge on the Palantir. You can use it.
Just one more? Okay.
I can send
For the
any.
day.
I can send any messages that aren't so personal. If we need to talk to anybody.
Cool. I'll take the Palantir somewhere private.
Don't drop it. It's very fragile.
Wasn't planning on it.
Just in case.
Didn't mean to interrupt you there, Auto Luke. Just kind of an emergency.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so
Well,
Varric, you're running.
Autoluke, while we have you here. Oh wait, no, Varric, you do your thing. Sorry.
It's fine. Continue.
No,
We'll
no.
continue with the rest of the
it's-
conversation, then we'll go to Varric in a second. Sandara, you had something for Luke?
Oh yeah, Autoluke, while you're here, you know of any worlds that could just like be destroyed because like they're kind of shitty and bad anyway?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't know that I understand the question.
Like if you like you seem well traveled, right?
Well,
And
first off,
so like have you
thank you. Go on.
yeah, of course yeah, sure. So like have you ever been to a place where you're just like, wow, this whole entire world is totally terrible and nobody here deserves to live? And if this
Oh
world
yeah,
ceased to
for
exist,
sure, for sure. I
no.
mean, any of the hells, really.
Okay.
I mean, I guess it sort of does provide a function, though. Are we talking
Yeah.
destroying the world? Like
I mean, it's
for
on our
real?
list of not well, it's like where you have to like
It's on our
just
to-do
count all
list.
your
It's for the world.
options and like think of like if you're like, I can do this to save somebody, or I can do this, and you're just like trying to balance things out.
You know, Sandara, I say, and he just kind of like takes the smoke from Lar and just goes, I say we light this puppy.
I'm sorry, which puppy? This puppy that we're on because we need this world. Which puppy are we lighting?
Whichever one you want, I just say you send it. You know?
Okay, cool. I will continue
Like I
to
said,
look into my options.
think about what happened with Karsus, right? He had this great idea, you know? Take on the avatar of magic. Perfect. Simple. Short, sweet. Boom. Gets the spell. Nails it. Little bit of an issue with the aftermath. Sure, he dies. A bunch of people die. Almost destroys the world. But you know what happens at the very end? God of Magic reapparates. Saves it at the last second. Everything's okay. So, in a lot of ways, it's sort of a parable about how You can be wild and brash and irresponsible, and at the end of the day, things kind of just work out. You know, it's like
Okay,
a
so
good
Karsus
friend
did
of
all.
mine once said, "Life, life finds a way."
What friend said that? That's just like a normal.
I'll be honest, it was some guy at a bar. I don't even remember
Okay.
what it was about, but I just liked the way it sounded. But in this
Okay.
sense, it,
I'll
it
look.
sort of works, right? Because Garces does this wildly irresponsible thing with a high chance of
Okay,
destroying the
so
world, almost destroys it, and then
no,
life finds a way to continue being life.
And we're just gonna kill a
so
place.
like I don't need to like defend Karsus, but it was actually an intentional choice for reasons. And I'm trying to see if there's an alternative to doing that all over again, because again, not a fan of killing thousands of innocent people. And so instead of doing the whole Karsus avatar thing again, trying to find some alternatives. That's kind of, the plan.
What are we talking about here? What's the alternative?
Oh, let the Faerun eat like a whole other world. Karsus
Well, the
avatar,
problem is that
Faerun eat a world.
these are interplanar beings, so you send them to another plane, they could just come right back.
So that could be a trap.
Yeah, yeah, but yeah, they're like, feed me this world and we'll leave you alone, like that.
It
You
would
know?
take them a while, at least, I guess. Come back.
I would say Cat or Vale. At this moment, you get the sense that Autoluke might not understand the difference between like a different world and a different plane.
Okay.
So he keeps talking
Oh,
about different,
that is a distinction.
Uh,
and when the Ferrum brought this up, and specifically the Ferrum Queen was like pointing out you as Cass, she was talking about different worlds and kind of you being a specifically someone who can make that happen. But you get the sense that Autoluke right now is on a completely different track because he's talking about planes.
It's, I mean, I don't know, Sundar. It's, continue.
well, it's. I have a lot of research to do. It's fine. I was just wondering
Plane
if
of
you might know of
Fire's
any
pretty
terrible.
shitty too. Have that one, I suppose.
It's a
Ugh.
bit, a bit more
You want one with a
complicated.
high concentration of magic. You know what? The Abyss. That's the actual answer. The Abyss.
We can work out the details
Ah,
later, Sundar, but I was thinking, like, what if you just send them to, like, a dead place already? That could kind of be like a gotcha. I don't know if they can get back, but that might also just piss them
yeah,
off.
that's true. But I mean, that isn't killing thousands of people too. So it's like, ah,
Oh, what if you send them to a place that's already dead, right? They feed on magic, so they can't
yeah,
eat, then they all
that'd be
die,
great.
and then the problem's just gone forever.
But also, what if they like check out the world first? They like peek their little maw in, and they're like, "Yeah, I don't like this one."
Okay, yeah.
You guys
I don't
seem
know. It's
really
just, I don't know. I was just,
concerned about this whole Ferrum business.
uh,
Well, if we,
as we all should be. They are destroying Valindria as we speak. It was terrible there.
Oh, I thought that was all bullshit.
no,
Oh no.
No, we were there, Luke. It was bad. We almost all died, like really, really died.
To a real life Ferrum.
yes.
Yeah, a lot of them.
It, their spit touched us. It was so real.
Ew. Ew. Were any of you infected?
Uh,
Look at Laura. I think not.
I think we're good.
Do you have
That's so
any way to
gross.
check for sure,
Oh, I
Luke?
wouldn't be anywhere
Maybe.
near any of this. I should be going.
You're such a friend
Okay.
sometimes, and then you just like swing the other way.
The reason is, if a Ferrum infected me, although I would wish to do good, the power that it would wield through me would be a force truly to be reckoned with.
I don't think it
So you're just saying you
spreads in
just would
contact.
be so strong, it'd be wild and
Well, I don't know how else to say it. I'm just a very magical being.
okay. All right.
They seem to feed on magic, and we're afraid that if we don't stop them in time, they're going to eat the Sky Shattered Isles and then head right to the nearest location, which would be.
Yeah, this is bad news. This basically means the world's just kind of on a clock right now.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what we've been trying. Yeah, we kind of made an agreement with them. Well, I kind of made an agreement with them to give them another world.
Yeah, someone should really. Oof. I mean, do you guys just want to have Faraday do it? He seems like he's got a
I
plan.
mean,
That was
we're
so
almost. I'd say we're almost at that point where we're gonna have to choose a side, one way or the other.
Oh, whatever you do, you should do it quick.
I
How
think
would you
we
tell if someone's infected? Like, is there a way to see if someone's cleared an infection?
Sundara, as much as I appreciate that you think I might know this, I'm not that old.
I've used my
Well,
most
you say
powerful magic
things.
to try to heal, and it seemed to nullify the effect. I go over to Sundar again, like, is it okay, Sundar, if I look and see, like, if you have that effect in your eye still?
Yeah,
She
please.
seems to
It's
be, she seemed to be all right.
Yeah.
Do the whole
You,
doctor checkup real quick. I think
I'm
I
gonna
got it.
whisper to. But what if it's still there? What if I'm just like brewing Farum Queen juice and I'm going to also help destroy the world? Oh my gosh. This is
Let
also
stressful.
me, hold
takes
on.
like
Let
10
me,
steps back.
can
That
I
was
try, I don't know if that'll work.
Can you just like detect
Because I have,
because it's magical, right?
yeah,
Just like
I
look
can,
to see
yeah,
any
let
here
me
and I
try
start like
detect
getting
evil
rid of
good.
all like my magical trinkets and stuff. Just set them to the side.
Let me
Yeah,
see,
just
let
get
me
out
see
just
if
in
I can
case.
do that. Detect evil and good again and see if I can sense anything. Um, yeah, I'll cast detect evil and good and see if there's any sense. Yeah, because that detects if there's aberrations, celestials, elementals, phase, fiends, or undead within 30 feet. So I'll cast detect evil and good again and see if that helps. If I can sense anything emitting from her.
There is a faint, aberrant presence from Sundara.
Fuck. I didn't get
Am,
it
am
all.
I am I good? What?
There's still a small presence of it in you.
Uh, oh god. It's
You
fine.
hear
We don't have
Oh,
to What do we hear?
I'm looking at my
uh,
book right now, trying to figure out if there's
arcane
anything else I
machinery
can do.
whirring and a flash of arcane
Mhm.
energy.
Just everybody's using the teleportation circle.
another. We should change that.
Yeah.
Auto loop left.
Let
I
me
mean,
change it.
Okay.
Oh,
oh
fuck.
no, guys, it's fine. We can talk about. I mean, they said you've got like weeks
I,
once you're infected. We don't have to worry about this right now. We've got
I
more
did,
pressing things. Thanks for
yeah,
checking though,
I
Alara. I
did.
almost wish I didn't know.
Vale gives Varric, tries to catch his eye. Give
I'm
him.
not with you guys.
Oh, you left. Oh, you're
I went
doing
to
your.
Silver
We'll
Five.
talk to his wife.
Damn. Okay, I look over at him.
We're gonna tell you what. Let's leave you guys in a panic here and go to Varric.
Yeah, throw you overboard.
I'm
Okay,
just doing over.
I want to send a message.
Hmm.
How many words can it be?
25.
Shit, somebody keep track. Ready? Hi, Barrick. Shit.
So long to prepare.
Elhorn sent someone to
Think real hard.
maybe kill our daughter. I have her little Minotaur toy that they gave me
2
as
words
proof.
left.
As proof.
Be coherent.
That's it.
After a short while, there's 2 ways this could go. I'm gonna roll some dice here.
Yeah.
Hear the response. Then I assume you're going to be putting him into the ground.
I run back to
There,
like
the message wasn't done.
okay.
She continues on and just says, "Whatever you do next is fine by me. Just be safe and don't lose yourself."
I sprint to Vale.
Go.
Grab him by the shoulders.
Okay, we can be easy.
Listen. Send this message.
Okay. Yeah.
Ready?
Yep.
I will finish this. And I'll be safe. And I will always love you. That's it.
I say all that in Varric's voice.
Creepy, but cool. One question. Does she know it's not me? No? Okay. Well,
I don't know how action spell works.
can't hear you.
Oh. Yeah, yeah, she knows that I sent the message, not Varric. Yeah, I can't
I can't hear you.
hear you.
I don't know that she does.
In the
Do
spell,
you,
it
do you
says,
automatically know in the spell that they know who's sending it?
the creature hears the message in its mind, recognizes you as the sender if it knows you.
Okay, fair enough.
But
Yeah. Well,
oh well.
Yeah, so she would know that someone else. I mean, look, she's a paladin working in like a paladin order. She's been around magic, people using sending spells. It's not like an alien thing to her. And I'd say she's becoming a little bit more familiar with your skill set, cast / veil. So there is no response.
Didn't say I love you back to Cass/Vale?
Message
I didn't
received.
hear her message at all.
She
She didn't give a message back.
Oh, okay. Cool.
She didn't say anything,
Coolio.
but she heard.
Oh. Alright. Well, plans changed. I don't know what you guys were planning on doing, but I have to kill him. So,
Okay. Right now?
well, I never would get that.
Well, I meant when we first meet him, you're gonna go for stabbing. I mean,
Oh, I'm
smashing.
willing to listen to what he has to say first, of course. But then, you know, you already killed one of my children, so I'm not gonna let him do another.
Varric, if you attack him during this meeting, you will probably die, and so will all of us. I understand. I understand that you want to go kill him for what he's done. That makes sense, and I think we can do that. But let's not do it right away.
I said I was willing to hear what he had to say.
Okay. All right.
Okay. So with that, what is your plan? Where are you headed? You're headed towards Langston, or you're just hoping to drop like in the middle of the city because you don't even know where the Bone King is. The instructions that Vale gave were present to the Bone Hunters and request the audience of the Bone King.
There's no bone palace?
Mm-mm.
Maybe you guys don't know.
Should we just walk in there?
To the city?
Yeah.
I say we have just him come aboard our ship and we fight on our terms.
Hold on. That's not how this works. You don't just summon a king. I say we drop down, find some bone boys, and go have a meeting.
Find a few boners.
Can you send the boat somewhere else so it's not just a target hovering above the city?
Totally.
I think if we drop down, I don't. It'd suck to have the boat destroyed.
True, good point.
Absolutely. Lose it for what, the third time?
Yeah.
You'll only be
I
losing
mean,
it a second time.
we'll have to trek back to it because I don't think I can long distance call it, but
This might be a foolish move, but last resort, I could go along with what my brother had told me and maybe gain the back of the FETC, which I am extremely hard against, but he told me they might welcome me back. I don't want to do that, but it might offer us reinforcements.
are they anti-Bone King?
I would guess so, yeah. That would be the other big dog on campus, from what I understand.
I mean,
How many people do you know that are pro
sorry, you
bone?
go.
What?
I didn't hear that, James.
How many people do we know that are pro Bone King?
That's fair.
I'll allow two people to make history checks.
I mean,
100.
I guess I was technically
I
in
don't-
mixed in for a bit.
I was gonna say I don't know a lot of history of anything. My world was very small before this, so
10. God, I need to
With
rest.
you, Alara.
15.
So, um, Langston exists for a reason. Although, like, these big companies and oligarchs basically rule over Karsus, Langston does provide a specific function that allows those groups to color outside of the lines when they want to. So, with that in mind, if Langston is necessary, then someone like the Bone King is also necessary. And these factions' tolerance of such a leader is probably going to be more contingent on like their ability to play ball, which the fact that he's alive and is in place means that it's because of the sponsorship of these oligarchs. You already know that he's done business with Faraday. Who's to say the same isn't said for like the Queen of Brightwater or the FETC? So, thinking about it that way, it's probably more likely that all of those factions are pro Bone King because he's the devil that they know. Whereas, like,
Oh,
their true enemy to their ability to make money is destabilization.
okay.
We gotta make
I
friends
mean,
while in.
That's
but
really all I've got.
do we wait to make friends until we meet with him, or do we just meet with him and see if he's trying to murder us immediately?
I think we meet with him first, right? And then,
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, if he has the book and we can't barter it away, which I doubt, we can pay more than Faraday.
Yep.
Then we
Certainly not.
play ball in Langston. I mean, we're going there anyways. Now it's kind of just like on threat of our life. You know, could be worse.
Could be worse.
Could be
Could
fun.
always be worse.
He did us the favor of not taking our families. Remember that.
Yeah, you only took half of them.
I would say as part of that history check,
That's real sad.
That was so sad. Oh my god.
Sorry, Barrick.
I would say as part of that history check, the thought might cross your mind that someone like the King probably is not super interested in the specifics of how someone like Vale does her job. So you get the sense that this is a figure that's more like hires someone to do something and doesn't care how it gets done based on his reputation.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't really have many options here.
How
Might as well
long?
just go beat with it.
How long do we have? It's like 24 hours to get there. 23 hours.
So Vale didn't give you a time.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
Like you get the sense it would have taken her like to track you down and to do all this other stuff. He's got like magical means of getting around, but even then, like her hand in this probably seems like it took like at least a week. So you would get the sense that you're not like. I mean, you get the sense like it would not be unreasonable to think that it could take days for Vale to even like let the Bone King know that, you know, that part of the job is done, or like that it should be done soon. So you kind of get the sense that you've got some wiggle room for time.
I mean, no one said we had to rush. Although
Like,
it might be a good idea to show up before he knows we're on our way.
Yeah, give him less time to plan.
Yeah.
mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, I vote we just show up. Maybe park in New Callum, head over.
Is there anything in the captain's quarters maybe on the Bone King or any big heads of the like pirate leaders of Langston? I could do a look through the books and see if there's anything there.
Any of Gunner's old journals.
Kind of like knowing your enemy, yeah.
You could go ahead and give me an investigation check,
Okay.
Laura.
I'd also like to I don't know if this will help, but I'm gonna cast Borrowed Knowledge. Okay, spirits. Okay, so you draw knowledge of the spirits of the past. Choose one skill in which you lack proficiency. For the spell's duration, you have proficiency in the chosen skill. And the spell. Okay, and all I need is a book worth at least 25 gold pieces. So I was figuring to find a book on it and then cast that to kind of give me like a full insight on it, maybe. Oh, shit.
This generally isn't something that's like an area of interest to scholars and academics.
Okay.
So you so go ahead and roll your investigation check.
Okay. 17.
Yeah, I mean, you find a couple ledgers that kind of talk about some business dealings that like offhand mention a couple factions of the um of Langston.
Uh-huh.
Specifically, two factions that are brought up are the Blade Reavers
Okay.
and the Hands of the Founder. And they're literally mentioned, like nothing of any specific significance. So you get the sense that like this is not something where you're gonna find like a lot of information in books, at least not in traditional books. So if you can think of any other sources of information regarding Langston, that might be able to help.
I also wanted to look up, were there any successful like attacks on Langston? Because like we know that New Callum's been attacked a few
It was never
times.
attacked because it was never worth attacking.
They're worth attacking. Okay.
Hey, Leopold, we got questions for you.
Yes. I was sleeping.
Alara, you got some questions? Sorry for waking you up, Leopold. I give him like a scratch on the back of the head. My bad.
Who's Leopold again? Sorry, DM.
He's our imp that carries a encyclopedia of the world.
Oh, right. Okay.
Watch as there's like a little red imp that apparates on Sundar's shoulder and just goes,
How you doing?
I don't know if we've formally been introduced, but my name's Leopold and I live here now.
Oh, Leopold. And I like reach a finger out, I guess, to shake his hand.
He says, questions about knowledge?
Yes. I'm trying to look into a possible enemy of ours, named the Bone King. Um, Looking for anything that could give me a leg up on him as an enemy. A
They
weakness.
say knowledge is power, and everything always relates to everything.
What does that even mean?
So I'll allow you to use Leopold's wealth of knowledge to gain proficiency in history if you want to cast that spell, borrow
Yeah.
knowledge,
Yeah.
and then roll a history check with advantage.
Okay, awesome. That's what I was looking for. Not bad. 18. Not much better than the 17.
So specifically, what is it you were looking for? Or do you want me to go on like a 90-minute lecture on Langston?
No. Someone that may have been an enemy to the Bone King that would want him, that would be trying to like deserve.
So basically, that's a tough and complicated question because the Bone King kind of operates under what Leopold describes as like a trim the hedges strategy, where he is kind of the obvious like monarch of Langston, and anytime another faction gets like a little bit of a threat, he like immediately devastates them, like randomly. So he's a very like erratic and like cruel and manipulative person.
What about how he became the Bone King? Maybe with that, give me anything.
Yeah, through hellfire and lightning bolts.
Okay.
Basically, he showed up to a gunfight as a storm sorcerer. So.
Oh shit. Oh no. Oh, okay. Are we about to run into
Welcome,
somebody
Eddie.
I know?
Yeah, I think you finally connected some dots.
Yeah, there we go. It took a minute. I had to
earlier.
like, it's like crank starting the engine here.
Yeah. So, but basically, like Leopold paints a very violent picture of like, I mean, Langston was always like a pretty violent place, but then you just have this one guy that shows up out of nowhere and just starts like with a thought and like without anyone even being able to know what happening, like people just start getting deep fried, and then he's just like king of Langston. So it was pretty much like an overnight thing of like this Triton sorcerer randomly shows up. No one knows who the guy is. Like he was with some kind of vague, like insignificant crew that no one cared about, and then he just started taking over people's ships, taking over more ships, and then like every single pirate that tried to step up to him just got destroyed.
Okay.
Cool.
Honestly, pretty impressive.
Yeah, and extremely dangerous. There's not going to be any negotiations, I'm guessing. That's going to
I
be
will say that is
either
pretty much his MO is like you set up a
he's going to
parlay
get,
and then he just like turns someone into ash and then tells everyone else like what is going to happen.
how the fuck would Faraday get an opening with him then? Other than him being maybe more powerful, but even then, like, just because you know someone's powerful than you, you're not just like, oh, okay, well, I guess I'm his bitch.
I would say Faraday has like there's a lot of wealth that moves into Langston, but it's still Langston.
Yeah.
So like Faraday has a lot more access to wealth and opportunity than someone like Elhorn.
Yes. Yeah. Okay.
So
shit.
Also, Faraday probably wouldn't really advertise that he deals with someone like Elhorn. Like, it's not a good look.
Okay.
And I mean, Faraday probably has something that Elhorn wants. Whether it's
really and a really
money.
Obvious be like money.
Yeah.
We don't have the pockets as deep as Faraday does. He's just gonna kill us and take what he wants, or try to at least.
So, I mean, to kind of get back to the answer to your question, it's like, who does Elhorn have any enemies? It's like, yeah, everybody.
Everybody.
Except for the people who matter. So,
yeah, but if
I
anybody,
would say
if there's any, yeah. Go ahead.
there are
Sorry.
specifically multiple factions within Langston.
Mhm.
The ones that are brought up by by Leopold would be the Mask, which is kind of like a religious thieving guild. There's the Lords of the Tempest. Those are basically like Kozanite pirates. There's artillerists that are like tinkerers and artificers. Then there's the repo men in Langston, emissaries of the Queen of Brightwater. Then you've got your bridge burners, Cult of Umberlee, Apostles of Night, Hands of the Founder. And those are all kind of like, those last ones are all like religious groups, but those are just, oh, and the Blade Reavers.
Yeah.
Didn't we originally do a job for the the Thieves Guild?
The Mask?
Yeah, they
Yeah,
had a way for us to get in with the Mask in Langston. That's why we went to
Your tavern has connections with them.
Tarsus Folly anyways. Maybe we do. Maybe, I mean, if that's an inn that we have, it, you know, I love the idea, Sandara, but maybe it is stupid to show up all, you know, hell and brimstone.
I mean, I was honestly surprised that anybody even considered that as an option, but yeah, that's fine.
So what are we
That's what I
thinking?
do.
Park in New Callum, have the Mask kind of smuggle us in, maybe?
Or at least like, yeah, give us one friend, or at least people that are willing to work with us there.
Yeah. We have to keep it extremely quiet by the sounds of it, because any even whisper of mutiny and he'll show up and just kill everybody. Just fucking terrifying.
I mean, that's like 90% of our enemies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, it's a little more subtle of an option. Land in New Callum, smuggle into Langston if everything goes wrong. I have kind of been watching you, Sundara, on your teleportation sigils, and have found something through my own ways of magic that can actually teleport us to a sanctuary ground, which I've made the ship. So, just
Awesome.
as a get the fuck out of Dodge, I have that available.
That's smart.
Yeah, it'd be great to have multiple escape plans. All right, to New Callum. I'll go tell Bev to turn the ship a little bit.
Okay, I mean, it's basically the same direction, so.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. So you make way for New Callum with the intention of infiltrating Langston. And as your characters and probably you players kind of come up with a plan about how you want to go about that, we will end the session here and reconvene next week.
Yeah.
But I had a plan.
We're not good with plans.
I was gonna say how